Hi, and welcome to the guide for our outpatient pharmacy. I'm on a test patient, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I have the correct location and provider set, and then I'll go ahead and prescribe some medications. First, I'm on a test patient, and I'm going to look at my location and the provider that I have set. I have Congress Primary Care, and then the provider I'm going to choose is outpatient pharmacist. If outpatient pharmacist is not a part of the list that you're given when you select your location, all you need to do is go up to the top, select search, and you can go ahead and put in the outpatient pharmacist. So I'm going to do my 6-point check. I have the provider, my location. I'm sorry, let me say that again. I have the patient, location, provider. I have my remark and my date, and I'm the one that's logged in. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my medication module. I can find the medication module here up in the toolbar or on the side in my tic-tac-toe grid. If I wanted to see what labs were associated for this patient, I'm going to go ahead and I can select the lab results link here in the patient information bar, or I can also select the orders icon down in our tic-tac-toe grid. If I want to come over here to the Categories tab, I can look to see if I have any outside lab results. I would look actually under a category called Lab Path. This is a test patient, so I don't have any outside lab orders, but that's the category you would look for. Again, it's Lab Path. If I wanted to see if I had any outside specialist notes, I'm going to come here to Specialty Consult Reports. This particular patient has an ENT consult report that I could go ahead and launch. So after I've reviewed all that, I'm going to go ahead and prescribe a new medication. I'm going to select on Prescribe New. And here in the medication search, I'm going to go ahead and put in Zofran. And I'm going to go ahead and select the 4 milligram tablet. I'm going to go ahead and double click on the medication in order to drop it down into the grid. This is a test patient, so I am going to have several drug interactions, but I'm going to go ahead and just acknowledge. Now it's here down into my shopping cart, and I'm going to select. Next, I'm going to go ahead and review my signature and enter in my quantity, units, and refill amount. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and leave the signature as is. My quantity, I'm going to go ahead and select 6, leave it as tablets, and I'm going to leave it at 0 refills. If I wanted to go ahead and make a note to the pharmacy, I can by typing here in this non-clinical notes to pharmacy. If I wanted to add a note here, I can. And also, you can also attach a problem, like a diagnosis, attached directly to this medication. So I'm going to go ahead and select Accept. It now takes it from this temporary status up here into active status, so I can go ahead and then send the medication. I'm going to select Send, and it gives me this pop-up for the send medication. If I didn't want El Rio at El Pueblo, I can click on these 3 dots, and maybe they are actually going to pick up at Congress. I can go ahead and put in that partial, or I can also even do a zip code search. Sometimes that's an easier way to filter through, especially if you have Walgreens or Walmart. And then next, all you need to do is just select Send. Once you hit Send, it will actually then here in this last audit field will show you whether it's ERX'd or faxed to that pharmacy. I'm going to go ahead and do another medication. And now I'm going to go ahead and type in Tylenol. Oops. Let's go ahead and do Tylenol arthritis pain. And let's go ahead and select. We'll double click the medication to drop it down into the grid. And then I'm going to select. If I'm going to change the signature, all I need to do is select Edit Signature. I'm going to go ahead and take all of that out, and any notes I enter will need to be in all caps. And we'll go ahead and put in every hours as needed. And then I can go ahead and select done. And we'll put in your quantity and units, refill amount. Again, if I had any notes for the pharmacy, I can enter it here. If I wanted to add a note here, I can go ahead and select note. And I'm going to go ahead and put on here per pharmacy protocol and select OK. I can also enter any stop date here as well and put in any reason for that stop date. I would then go ahead and accept, and again it goes up to the active status, and then just select send in order to send it out to the pharmacy. If this patient had medications that were prescribed elsewhere, there's two different ways you can do it. I'll show you the first way. Let's just say I'm going to select Tylenol again. And maybe they have, okay, so let's say that they are using the Tylenol, extra strength. Oops, I selected an extra one. Go ahead and select that. Now the first way you can do it is if you click on the medication and select unknown strength, it will automatically put in and check mark your prescribed elsewhere. Or the second way to do it is if you, in the quantity, you can either put 0 or 1 with that quantity, and you'll put in a quantity of 1 and the refills of being 0. And of course here if you knew the medication on the dosage, and then you would actually just put in the check mark of prescribed elsewhere and your source. And then you can accept, and now that medication is marked as being prescribed elsewhere. If you wanted to stop a medication, you would just highlight the medication, select on the add note. We're going to select stop, and then indicate any reason why you are stopping this medication. With fill per protocol. Whoop, it would help if I could spell it correctly. And that is how we go ahead and prescribe the new medications, and how we enter in notes on the ad, and how to stop your medications. This information is also located on the intranet under the NUG pharmacy, and then the pharmacy manual for NextGen. You can also go there for your preferences on setting your preferences within the medication module and on the grid. Thank you so much.